Coucou les coucous! De retour à Carto. J'ai fait des choses, puis je suis prêt pour continuer. Bah. Windy Wood qui devrait être... I'm guessing this is the Windy Wood. Or whatever, clinging on in a windy, heavy wind. Whee! Going fast. Alright, that was easy enough. Oh! Found my backpack, my thanks. Just as soon as I brine some more pickles, they shall be yours. Promise. In the meantime, I just need a moment to clear the snow off the monolith. C'est-tu vraiment un monolithe? Ah, back to its glorious self. Do you see the patterns? Many icebergs ago, our ancestors had to abandon this place. The climate had changed and become inhospitable. It said that they left a treasure behind, one of impossible value and use. Possible use? My people found our way back here and found new ways to survive. We've been looking for the treasure ever since. Still believe that we'll find it when we find the fabled 7th iceberg. Ça va qu'un pot de pickle. Qu'est-ce que tu vas me les donner? When I don't know where to look next, I come to this monolith for inspiration. I feel as if these patterns left by our ancestors are a clue. Each side of the monolith has a different pattern. Perhaps you can make sense of them. Notepad. Non, je veux pas... Ok, ça, je peux le fermer. Fait qu'on a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Juste un, juste un. Alright. Fait que laissez-moi juste essayer de sketcher ça rapidement. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Non. Espace put. 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 Donc, ça devrait être... Non. Non, juste 2. Et Ernest veut encore un pencil holder dans My Time at Sandrock. Vous allez probablement voir cet épisode avant même que Ernest demande un pencil holder. Alright. Oh. Fait que ça, c'est le top dot. Ok, on va en faire un autre. Ça va être espace point. Pas besoin de faire un deuxième espace. Espace point point. Point point point. On enlève l'espace qui était fait automatiquement. Point enter point. Ok. On vient dans le jeu. Ok, c'est un... On va faire un point, enter, un O, un O. Right. Tout est 4 de large. Donc, espace, point, point, espace, enter, espace, point, point, point. Enter, on revient au début. Point, point, enter, espace, point. Je vais du haut vers le bas. Un point représente un dot. Fait que là, j'ai 4 guches de fait. Now, what does this all mean? Also, fait que ça, le L à l'envers avec le S. Fait que là, ça va... Non? Donc, le S avec le 1, 2, 3, 4. Ben, du moins, un S avec 1, 2, 3, 4. Voyons. Ok. Là, j'en ai 2 d'allumés. Le L à l'envers. Where are you going? This is a rare and precious moment. I'm following the line. Those patterns on the monolith, so glorious and different from every angle. The beam of light, amazing. It must be a clue to the 7th iceberg. I just know it. Perhaps the beam can bring the lighthouse back to life. Though it could take years for the iceberg to drift into just the right formation. Fait que lui, il est fait. Mais toi, t'es la fin, là. Je peux pas... Ben, pas que je peux pas, là, mais... La seule shape qui marche. Okay, ici. On fait carrément abstraction de qu'est-ce que ça disait. That rumbling, could it be? You went off map, that's not fair. Bon. I want to go there. Quelqu'un ici? Like tout le monde GTFO. Juste checker rapidement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Fait que c'est peut-être les icebergs, ça. Je faisais des guillemets avec mes doigts, avec un doigt. Ouais, ça a l'air de ça. Incredible! Oh my! Ooh! The 7th iceberg! Ouais, ça a l'air de ça. Can't believe I'm actually standing on it. What an iceberg! I don't know what you did, newcomer, but you seem to be making everyone's day. Oh! Finally happened. My hands are feeling warmer already. Incredible. I always believed in Loak, and he was right. Now let's see about that treasure helping me hunt. I want pickles. Oh my, you did it. You found the 7th iceberg. And here's our ancestors' treasure, just as I theorized. Sorry for running off on you. I just had to see it for myself once the iceberg surfaced. I've been searching for so long. I can't believe the day has come. Time to open the treasure. Everyone, please stand back. We don't know what awaits us within. Hold your breath, everyone. Here we go. La la la. Hey, puppy! Are those... Wow. Aww. Husky dogs. Our ancestor left us huskies. Somehow. Le fait qu'ils trouvent dans une boîte qui a été enfermée là depuis God knows how long. They're perfect. We have to keep them warm. The poor things. We must protect them. I die for them! Anything else warm we can add? The scarf. That's great. Now let's get back them to the base. Prêt au pied, toi? Carto. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Whatever this is, I was sailing nearby when the iceberg surfaced from below and grounded the boat. Oh shit. Just wanted to make sure you were okay. Phew. Hi everyone, I'm Carto's friend. Looks like you're pretty busy. Anything I can help with? Good timing, friend. We need to bring these sleepy pooches back to our base. You can walk there, littéralement connecté avec la tuile. You're very welcome to join us. Une boîte de husky. Carto, my treasure. I just saw you down below. Did you see your granny? I was all set to scoot you up in the airship after she cooled off, but that old gal wasn't happy when I dipped below the clouds. I don't think I can risk landing there. I'll need to meet you somewhere above the clouds. Find the tallest place you can, and I'll find you there. It's a promise this time. Can't wait to hold you in my arms. We have so much more to explore together. Love, Granny. My. Can't believe little Shannon is here too. She was just a child. C'est vrai, vous êtes de la même île, vous autres. She was just a child when I sailed, and now she's on her own coming-of-age journey. She's told me so many stories about our people. It fills me with joy. You've done so much for me, but I have one last favor to ask. When you sail, will you please drop this near the shore of our island on your way? My parents will surely find it, and I know they'll be glad to hear from me. It's been a great pleasure having you girls here. Safe sails. Adorable. This should keep them warm enough. We're letting them wake up naturally. They must have been asleep for ages. Looks like I got my hunting help after all. I'll just have to wait until these pups grow a little bigger. Your days are numbered, I spaced. Husky pups sleeping soundly. Alright, the Huskan are doggone cuties. Husky pups sleeping soundly. And on va pas en faire des pickles, j'espère. You're wonderful. I already started knitting them some clothes. 6 sets of everything. Little socks, little scarf, maybe some little hats. Sure, they'll start shedding soon too, and nothing is warmer than husky fur gloves. Looks like I got my wish after all. Oh. But will we pickle them? Mysterious spanning generation finally solved. How thoughtful our ancestors were. These creatures are truly a treasure. Thank the ancestor for their blessing, and you for helping. Alright, Shannon. Ready to roll? Aw, those pups are too cute. Makes me one of my own. They'd be such good companion out at sea. Somehow I feel like a husky would be terrible on the sea. Wow, your granny was so close to us. We need to meet her above the clouds, huh? Nowhere jumps to mind, but let's head back to the story chalet and do some research. Goodbyes are all done. Are you ready to set sail? Yay. Off into the wild blue ocean once more. Take care of those pups, everyone. I hope the story tender knows somewhere we can get above the clouds. Let's head to the story chalet. Est-ce que je suis dans la bonne région au moins? Ouh, ouais. Gling. Welcome back, girls. It's always nice to see you. How can I help? We need to get above. We need to get above the clouds since Carto's grannies can't land her airship. Who's what can't land there, huh? Sorry, it's a long story. Maybe you'll read about it one day. Après ça, il y a un livre qui est en train d'être écrit sur le moment même sur le sujet. Do you know of anywhere that's tall enough that we can get above the clouds? Actually, the top of the story chalet goes pretty high up, but it's just a small house. Might appear that way, but you'd be surprised. I once found myself on the very top floor. There were no book up there, but the view was breathtaking. Wow, okay. Can you show us how to get up there? I'd be happy to, young miss, but I haven't reached the top floor again since. This can be a complicated place, I'm afraid. So I can't show you what I know. Please follow me. I shoot at nothing. Oh, here we are. This looked more like the basement than the top floor. Yes, it's just the basement, but let me regale you a moment. It was a normal morning many moons ago, and I was doing my rounds of the chalet, reading the new chapters, feeding the spiders, that sort of things. I was still half asleep and wandered into a door I didn't recognize. Before I knew it, I was rocketing upward and it spilled me out. Oh, excuse me. On the top floor. That sounds more like a dream you had. It's always a possibility, but I spent the entire day up there and my sunburn was very real. The most glorious view of the forest, and I've never been so high up. I hope to find my way back there ever since. The smarts and you gals, I bet we can figure it out how. I'm not sure that story quite adds up, but it's the only lead we have. Let's look around and see what we can find, Carto. That's where I'm going. Mother's Reach. The strength of a tree is measured by the growth of its root, as they say in the wild woods. And the mother tree is the stronger of them all. When fully grown, the mother tree root system extends across the entire world, deep underground. This growth process takes roughly 1,000 years based on the sapling used to spur her regrowth. Well, the door was allegedly in this room, but clues could be anywhere. Now, where was that door? Probablement à côté du site qui tient en ce moment. Ups and down of the story chalet. A rare scene door allowed a scant few story tender access to the observation deck. Someone scrawled a message across the page. The top floor is real and I found the way there. I don't have enough space to fully explain, but this should get you started. Good luck, future story tender. Small scroll of paper flutters down. I'm not quite sure what those symbols represent. Les trois waves, ok, ça c'est la plaine, ça c'est le volcan, puis c'est quoi là? La plaine. C'est pas le volcan. Ah, ok, c'est le lobby. Message in a beetle. The spotted sand beetle moved its way through the burning desert sand on a segment from Captain of the Water Seekers. It bore a message that a new oasis has been found, that it was time for the rest of the tribe to join the Seekers. This particular species of beetle could absorb the harsh rays of the sun, channeling them into energy to power its sand-shoveling mandible. Its natural predator included the prancing asp, the luminescent fox, and the pulsant tarantula, but it evaded them all. The beetle arrived just in time as the tribe's water supply dwindled, and enjoyed the reward of candy cactus nectar for its trunk. On va aller voir s'il y a d'autres choses à lire dans d'autres pièces. The little cartographer. The little cartographer had just barely missed her granny at the iceberg, but she knew she was close. All she had to do now was to find somewhere tall enough to get above the clouds. They headed back to the story chalet, short as it was, or was it? The grassland had started to notice that their sheep had become unusually fast of late. They strayed far from their shepherd and devoured cabbage at an alarming rate speed. Through some detective work, the grasslander determined that rubber plant seed had been spread around the town somehow. The last source of rubber in their region were used to manufacture magic boots, which hadn't been seen in decades. But the grasslander were glad to have new seed samples to cultivate, and soon their sheep were back to a reasonable speed. Luwak lifelong legend. The legend of the Seventh Iceberg has been passed down for countless generations. What was one an ancient document lives on only in story, recounted by the archaeologist Luwak to whoever will listen. The story says that the iceberg contained a treasure to improve the life of all people at the edge of the world. Puppies! Legend though it might be, Luwak has dedicated his existence to find the treasure, never giving up hope. Never winter naps. Another legend of the iceberg involved a miraculous drink called Neverwinter. Created by a mixture of several types of ice and local herbs, Neverwinter put its drinker into a deep hibernation. In this way, they can sleep through the winter safely until being awoken by the first lights of spring. The recipe has been lost to time, so local mixologists are always experimenting, hoping to rediscover it. Husky business. The first settler of the iceberg was merely a child, lost in a drift at sea, separated from his people. Upon his arrival, a pack of huskies took great interest in him and nurtured him as one of their own. They taught him how to hunt, communicate with other dogs, and keep himself warm. The settler swore that he'd find a way for future generations to have the support of husky whenever they were needed. Ever-shifting iceberg. Not only is iceberg dwelling a demanding lifestyle choice, but an entirely unpredictable one. Running into a friend might be the last time you see them for a while if the iceberg don't drift together again. Resident install supply boxes of essential tools and food, i.e. sippicles, on every iceberg in case anyone were to get stranded. A distant missive. Kellen and her forgetful husband Geta were missing their son more than usual that day. Geta was out strolling the shore as he often did before getting lost. But that day he found a bottle sitting on the north pier as if they'd been left just for him. I didn't do that yet. Had a message inside and he was so excited that he managed to find his own way home. His wife removed the message and unfurled it and immediately burst into tears. I'd recognize this handwriting anywhere, she said. My son wrote this. Her son's heartfelt message had crossed the ocean somehow and arrived just when they needed it the most. Ah ben, je l'ai plus dans mon inventaire en tout cas. The goat attraction. After the eruption subsided, the Palmer family rode goats to the mouth of the volcano to survey the changes. The cool lava rock had created a series of tunnels and slides as far as the eye could see. There they ride their goats down the slides, they wondered, and thus a new world-famous attraction was born at the luxurious Lava Lodge. Ok. Le début, la plaine. Le début, la plaine. Quelque chose, le lobby. Quelque chose, le lobby. Voilà. Da-da-da-dum. The door! You found it! Let's go! Whoa, cool! Come on, Carto. Going up. I can still see clouds up there. J'attends un peu de blabla. Wow, I've never been this high up. Je vais regarder il reste combien de temps au jeu. Be right back. Alright, je pense qu'il va rester un bon gros puzzle après ça, ou plusieurs petits puzzles là. Fait que ça va valoir la peine de faire un dernier épisode. Is anyone else dizzy? My, it's just as magnificent as I remember. And would you get a load of that tree? No, I'm sorry, girls. It looked like we're still below the clouds, even up here. Aww. Don't worry, Carto. We just need to get a bit higher, like on the tree. How about of that enormous tree? It's hard to tell, but it looked like it goes up even higher than we are now. Maybe it's still growing. Yes. It's worth a try. I'm going to stay here and enjoy the view for a bit. Who knows when I'll find my way up here again. Thanks for the help, Mr. Storytender. Come on, Carto. Let's make like a tree and visit that tree. And leave! C'est pas dans ce jeu-là que le premier chapitre, c'est que t'as un de tes parents qui a voulu faire exactement le même genre de joke and completely fuck it up. Ancient typewriter ink. This ink looks a bit funny. Ancient typewriter ink. This ink looks a bit sad. The tree's just across the forest. And would you know it? I forgot my sunscreen. Ah well, burn, baby, burn! Ancient typewriter ink. This ink looks a bit dramatic. Bon, ben on va appeler ça un épisode ici, puis peut-être finir la prochaine fois. Alors, au revoir et à bientôt. J'aurais aimé ça avoir un petit emote pour faire des bye-bye. Oh well.